Hello, what's going on? So, just another day. Beautiful out here in Michigan. Kind of taking my lunch break today. Answering some phone calls for work and taking care of some emails, and figured I would take my lunch that I haven't taken in 5 months and go run down to the range real quick and sight in the 308. Deer season is approaching quickly, and I threw the SIG buckmaster, whatever they call it, scope on it, 3-9, really simple little scope. Although I've been super impressed with it so far, as I understand, and don't quote me on this, you guys will have to do your own research, but from what I understand on those lower end scopes, Nikon is making the glass for them. That's what my sources tell me anywho. Please, in the comments below, if you found something else out. In any event, fairly inexpensive scopes for that whole buckmaster series. It's second focal plane scope. They're fairly simple. I've been super impressed with the clarity, especially for the price. I want to say this one was like $100, and it was actually on 22 mag before, because literally I grabbed it because I didn't have any other scopes on the shelf at the time, and it's like, I've been meaning to try one. Everybody said they were a decent scope, and I was always kind of poo-poo on SIG optics for other reasons, but nonetheless, I've been really impressed. And they offer, this one's the 3x9x50, so it does gather a lot of light. It's a simple duplex crosshair, not too fancy. The reason I'm putting on the 308 is where I hunt. It's in the woods. I had my 6x24 Vortex Tactical Diamondback, which is a great scope, don't get me wrong. Really wasn't thinking when I threw it on the 308 though. It was great for out here shooting targets and stuff during daylight, but the crosshairs are so fine, and not thinking about a deer at early or late day and how much you would have to zoom in to actually, being a first focal point, having to zoom in just to see the crosshairs to make a ethical shot. Great scope, just wrong application. So obviously that's on the Poverty Pony Express, and it works great there. Awesome, love it. It's been fine. So I threw this on the 308 after I threw that scope on the 5.56, 223 Wild, whatever you want to call it, all the same. And I have yet to sight it in, and it's October. November 15th is coming up quick, and I will be leaving my employment on the 10th, so I'm going to have time to go hunting this year, and plan to do so. So we're going to go out and just, I bore-sighted it, pulled the bolt out, 100 yards. It's usually pretty close for me. My eye, that gun, it's usually pretty close, so I'll throw a few down there, no more than I have to, until I'm happy that it's on. We're using Hornady Super Performance 150 grain SSTs for around here, or northern-ish Michigan where you can use rifles. Good round, had great luck with it. Enough said about the round. It's consistent. The gun uses it fine. The other round that it really, really, really likes, which is getting harder to find, which is surprising. I'm sure I could order it and it wouldn't be a problem, would be the Federal 150 grain soft point. It really, really likes those. And those are cheap when you can find them. The problem is ordering them, then you tack on all the shipping, and by the time you work that all out, you might as well just picked up the Hornady. The funny part is they're almost out of this gun. Don't want to talk about your gun, don't want to talk about your experience. Out of my gun, my experience, they're almost same point of aim. I know the Superformance is hotter, theoretically. It's I haven't measured that barrel. 18, 20-inch barrel, 21-inch barrel. I don't know. It's not the length of your barrel. It's how you use it. Anywho, so yeah, I mean, it's a thin profile barrel. I only do 3 shots for grouping because it's a thin profile barrel. Anything after that, it starts wandering. It's not a target barrel. It's not meant to shoot 5-10 rounds. It's meant to be light and cold bore performance, so I try and sight it in for that, ideally. So still fun. So we're just gonna go make sure it's all set for that and put it back in the box and relatively kind of sort of clean it. I'm not going to touch the bore after I'm done today because hopefully I won't shoot that many rounds through it. I'll do a couple to confirm 0 at 100, and then we have the option to go out to 300. I might shoot a steel target at 300 just to see if I can. Sorry, the sun coming in is kind of crappy right now. I did bring along the 300 Blackout with the crappy Ammo Inc. Stealth 220 grain subsonic ammo. I say crappy. That's rude. I shouldn't say that. The budget-minded Ammo Inc. Stealth ammo. I gotta be honest, because I had such a hard-on to shoot this gun subsonic and play with this new can, I haven't had a problem with it. And it's honestly at the home range, which everybody knows, it's 100 yards. I say that, it's not. I mean, if you range it, depending on where you're standing at the deck, if it's from the edge of the deck off the shooting bench, technically it's like 87 yards, I think. We, 1, have paced it, 2, have hit it with I'm not pulling out the tape and actually measuring it close enough, right? Difference between 7 yards to 100. Probably not a big deal, right? And there's a target actually on the range to the right that is technically exactly 100 yards. Well, technically exactly, yeah. I probably shouldn't say that. That's like saying almost exactly, I think, about. Yeah, no. So I won't do that. But to my measurement is 100 yards. And everything, that minuscule difference between my 87-yard target and my 100-yard target. I don't see a substantial difference in print or drop for most of these ammunition and guns we shoot. You know, the 5.56, the 308. No, they're probably, if you look at the difference between bore axis and sight plane, they're probably still on their way up, to be quite honest. 22, yeah, okay. You might be hitting that sweet spot. It might be on its way back down a little bit, but again, you're passing through transonic, so not a big deal. When I do it with the pistols, well, hell, shit. I mean, I'm just happy to bring the steel at that point, so I'm not too worried about at what point I hit it, so I don't put too much mind behind it. Don't care. Hit it, ding, all's well. But anyway, so I brought the 300 down to, I haven't put that on paper. It's just been shooting steel, kind of, sort of sighted it in. I think it's shooting really good from what I've seen on steel. I'm thinking sub MOA. MOA, anyway. So I guess we'll put that to the test today. Again, that one was a Palmetto State upper that I bought. Super impressed with the quality. Great form. It's functioned flawlessly. There's been no issues. Yeah, no, I'm super duper happy with it. It fit right up to my lower for the 5.56. Yeah, no, it's been a hoot to shoot, as I like to say. So, and I've been able to switch back and forth the uppers, which is always, nice. It's a little overgassed with the suppressor on it. Not that I'm getting blowback in my face or anything like that, just the ejection. It's coming off the little nub behind the ejection port, hitting that a little bit and coming back behind us. I'm not that worried about it. Again, it's not blowing smoke and soot and I'm now wearing glasses full time. I'm not getting residue and oil and things stuck to my glasses, so can't be that bad, right? We're not seeing any damage or anything that would frighten me, right? So yeah, I think I'll let it be. I don't think it's worth taking that apart and putting an adjustable gas block on it at this point, especially for what it's intended to do and how many rounds are going to be shot through it. Now, if we were going to go out there and just blast rounds, okay, yeah, maybe. I'd probably go right to Palmetto State, and I'd probably buy one of their adjustable gas blocks. I'd throw it on there and go out there and adjust it down. But the 5.56, on the other hand, so I did put an adjustable gas block in that and put the can on that and ran fairly hot. You know, NATO 5.56, full metal jacket. I don't want to call them hot because it's full NATO rounds. I mean, it's what it was intended to run. Yeah, no, they were coming out. I gassed that. Evidently, a little anemic. It's functioning fine. It always has. That gun is never. You gotta keep it clean. Maybe if I let it get dirty, you know, maybe that's why a lot of guns are overgassed. Obviously, you know, it's like, well, you know what? Put some more to it. Let's be sure. And I don't let it obviously get filthy, dirty, grubby. If that was the case, yeah, I might have to turn up the gas on it. But I gassed it down as far down as I could for shooting every day without a suppressor. Not a problem. Never had an issue anywhere from 50, all the way up to 77, obviously. And then putting the can on with 55 grain, no issues. Yeah, not a lot of blowback. Didn't seem to overcycle too hard. The injection did start to tail back from maybe the 3 o'clock, maybe back to the 5, maybe more about the 4. I'm not going to shoot it suppressed a whole lot. I think suppressed 5.56 is more being nice to your neighbors. For me, anyway, than anything. So, whatever. But we're about to the range. We'll get lunch started here in a minute. Hopefully, it'll only take a few shots. Get the old Remington, Dad's Remington, into shape. But if you guys get a chance, I would highly recommend it, especially for the $1. You know, and I know it's hard when you're in a gun shop or someplace like that to really judge what a scope looks like under, well, I was going to say fluorescent lighting, but I'm an energy advisor and know better than that. Most of them are LED now. Under fake lighting to really kind of get a sense of it. If they're okay with it, you know, take it outside if they'll let you. That's a big ask. Or if you know somebody that has one or they have one, take a look through it. It's kind of surprising. I mean, for the money, they're not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, you get up into the higher upper echelon of SIG. Yeah, I have no experience with those. I'm just not going to pay that. Can't do it. Or won't do it, I should say. So, yeah. So, yeah, I got to go unlock the gate and we'll see what happens. See you on the range. Well, we're here at the range, and gosh bless it, there's nobody else here. I'm gonna switch you guys around for a minute. So we've got, you know, the 100-yard. There's a 50 back there, and then there's, you know, a 200, and then there's a 300 down there. Gotta tell you, I'm a little bit hard right now. I got the whole range to myself. I have a backyard range, and that's cool, but, you know. And then they leave me shit like this. I didn't even have to bring targets. Fuck me. I mean, those are big holes. Yeah, we'll just confirm there. God, I love this place. It was a super poopy day up until now. I love this club. Alright, well, we're just gonna get set up and start here and probably there and get this sighted in and go from there. Bye. Alright, I'll just cut out what I need to. I'm just gonna load 3 rounds, shoot at the left head target and see where it hits. Again, we're doing the Hornady Superformance 150 grain SST in 308 on the old, it's super cheap, budget minded 700 that you bought off the used shelf years ago. This thing's been a shooter though. I mean, I'm loving it. We can go over the build later, but you know, I threw this buckmasters SIG on it. I liked it on the 22 mag. I like how much daylight it gathers. Alright, put mirrors in. Fucker. Come on. Get in there. If you don't fit, push harder. Oh, yeah, there it goes. We'll meet in the middle. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, there's a problem. Okay, we'll fix that. Alright, we are live. I can still see, yep, okay. Not really looking right now, don't care, don't want to know. I'm just going to do my 3, same hold. Again, I bore sighted it, sort of. I see where it is though. Alright, one more for good measure, and we'll let it cool down. Yeah. Well, I don't know about y'all, but to me that looks about not a horrible group. Centering's not terrible. Now I'll take some pictures and put them in here. I'm going to say about 4 inches low at 100. So, yeah, for never putting a bullet down and just bore sighting it, yeah, it gets us close. Yeah. All right, cool beans. So I'm gonna hold you guys for a minute, and we'll go from there. All right, so it's been a few minutes. Might have went maybe 4 inches, but a touch much. It's more like 2.5. Yeah, somewhere in there. So made a correction. Not unhappy with that group. You know, I'm just shooting off a 4x4 with some foam and a blanket. It has the buttstock 6 on. So yeah, we're gonna shoot the small circle to the right of the head we just shot. I'll try and highlight it in editing, just so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if this is pretty close, I'm probably gonna let it be. So yeah, I got my ears back on scope. Well, that's interesting overcorrection. I didn't turn it that far. Let's try it again. Huh. Okay. Well, at this point, I think I'll just stop. You know, not above me. I might have twisted the wrong way. So, yeah. Huh. Well, nobody's perfect, but those appear to be in the same hole. So, huh. All right, give me a second. All right, well, I'm not going to swear in front of God and all creation that I might have turned the knob the wrong way. You never know. Trust but verify, even if it's yourself. Remember, when you have the attitude, fuck the next guy, it's probably gonna be you. So yeah. Well, I made the adjustments. It's cooled down. We took a little break. I have digressed from my profanity-filled excursion. So, we're gonna shoot that same target real quick. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be close. Down on the gun, in the scope. Squeeze. I can't see before you guys, so I don't know. You guys can bird me all you want, I guess. We'll shoot one more. Probably better I don't know just yet. Stupid bees. No, there ain't nothing sweet for you here. Trust me. Ask my wife. Squeeze also, so yeah, not gonna blame the gun nor the ammo, probably just my dumbass. Let's see what that did. Well, judge it by the camera. From here, I got no ideas. I'm gonna walk down there and get a pic, and I'll show you guys in a second. Bye. Okay, so after a brief but meaningful pause, guns cooled down, target was checked. I don't know if dyslexia or restarting or just not paying attention. All the above. Probably, maybe, I don't know, maybe I turned the turret in the wrong direction. I hope. I don't know. Or maybe the scope is trying to piss me off. And I don't know. We'll get to it. I'm doing, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to go with the same target. 2 shots. I'm pretty sure I'm not restarted. But, you know, this is supposed to be relaxing, and I thought I had this all done. But, yeah, I still love guns. I still think this is a good, clear optic. And luckily I brought another gun with another optic. It might just be me. I don't know. Anywho, sorry I didn't bring the mic today. So I'm trying to talk loud enough with the breeze. Alright, so same target. Alright. On target. Better. Oh, fuck yes. Okay. Oh, pardon me. Sorry about that. Hope nobody's offended. Gotta be honest at this point. I don't really give a fuck. Wow, that looks a little better. Yeah. No, okay. Yeah, that's 2 touching out of 100. I think I'll give it 2 clicks to move it to the left, and I'm done. Yeah, with this gun anyway. Yeah, no, she'll be just fine. So, just real clear, all that drama was just me fighting with just turning shit the wrong way. Yeah, no, that'll be fine. All right. And then, yeah, no, other than that, love this scope. It's, yeah, it's great. It does have a throw handle on it, which I'm going to have to take off, unfortunately, with this gun. It does interfere with the bolt at maximum throw or maximum power, and that's fine. It was kind of a tactical sort of scope, kind of trying to fit multiple, goals. Nothing wrong with that. I think you could do a lot worse. I mean, it's not perfect. I've gotten to shoot enough stuff that but for the price point, shoes. Yeah, no. And like I explained earlier, the reason I'm not using the sorry, I'm moving around while I'm talking. The reason I'm not using the Vortex on this anymore, it was literally too difficult to use in low light settings with the fine tactical, I would argue, target crosshairs. So I'm gonna go down